everybody, and welcome to this basic PHP programming tutorial. In this tutorial we will be learning how to use the while statement. So let's go ahead and start. Let's declare first some variables. For example, this variable that is equals to 1 and this other variable that equals 4, for example. Now that we have those variables, we will make a loop. For example, just type in while, open parentheses, and inside the parentheses you will need to insert a logical operation that can be either true or false. So go ahead and type in while variable is less than this other variable here. We will execute some code between these brackets. So because variable number 1 is 1 and it is less than this second variable that equals 4, this condition is true. So that means we can execute some code over here. Now go ahead and type in echo var, then let's concat the variable and let's concat some beer tags in HTML so we can have some spaces. And after that, what we're going to do is that we're going to change the variable value. Variable equals var plus 1. So every time this code executes, the variable will increment its value by 1. So you can use either this instruction, or you can just say, for example, var plus plus is practically the same, is the same thing. So let's just leave it like that and save this document. And now go ahead and reload your website. So you will see variable is 1 and then 2 and 3. So let's analyze these results so we can understand what the while loop is doing here. So first we start over here. The first variable is 1 and this variable equals 4, so this condition becomes true. So that means that we're going to execute this loop over here, this code, and we will be executing as long as this condition remains true. At first we just print this value, variable equals 1, and after that, I mean, we will increment that value by 1. So now the variable equals 2, it is no longer 1. And then after we end this code, we reach this bracket over here, we will go ahead and return to the while statement, evaluate this condition, and with the new value that we assign over here. So we say that 2 is less than 4, and I say 2 because I remember that there was a change of value over here, and this is still true. So variable equals 2 now you print 2 over here, and you add another value that it will make this variable equals 3, and now that it is 3, we'll evaluate again and this remains true. So this is why we get to print this variable 3 times in 3 iterations of that loop. After you print the variable equals 3, you add another 1 to the value, so it will be equal to 4, and then return over here, evaluate this condition, and now 4 less than 4, that is not true because 4 is equal than 4, so the while loop ends. And that's how the iteration over here ends. You can also cut these loops by doing some break statements, just like this one over here. If I put a break over here, you will notice that there will only be one iteration, because once it reaches the break, the loop will end. So you can also do some internal checkings of other conditions. For example, you can do an if statement and say variable equals 3. I will do a break and I will end this loop, even though the condition is still true over here. So go ahead and save this and reload this site and you will see only 2 iterations, because once it reaches the third value you will enter this break, and so there will be no more iterations on the loop. And you can also do this by typing, for example, true over here, and when you type true over here, it means that the operation that you are evaluating will be always true. So that means that this is an infinite loop, and the only way to get out is by using break statements like this one. So go ahead and try that out, and you will see, well, you will see the same result. But you can type in, for example, 10 over here, load this page, and you will see more iterations by evaluating this condition, and not the logical operation inside the while parameter, because we just established that this is an infinite loop. So this is the basic use of the while statement. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you like this video, don't forget to click the like button or subscribe to my channel. I hope you can do that if you like so. So my name is George, and thank you for watching. See you later in another tutorial.